Hello everyone. In the previous class we discussed, or in the previous video we discussed why we need input and output. We also discussed various ways in which we can handle input and output. We have seen that Java handles input and output in the form of stream, and there are two ways we handle stream, either in the byte oriented manner or in the character oriented manner. And we have also seen that there are already predefined streams which we can use. So what are they? All the Java programs, we know that import java.lang package, but that java.lang package has a class which is called as system, and in that class there are a predefined stream variables named as in, out, and air, and now they are defined as an object of input stream. These variables are defined as an object. You can see that they are defined as public static final, and they're an object of input stream. So without creating an object of the stream class, we still can use those variables. Actually, they are objects of input stream as well. So when we define system.in, it is actually an object of input stream that is defined in the system class as a variable. So we can use those predefined streams to work with us whenever we are dealing with an input. By default, that system.in variable is linked to your keyboard. System.out object is linked to your screen that is presented. So how do we read input from the console? We can read input from the console through system.in. That is very standard way we can work with it. And because we know that system.in is an object of input stream, so we need to work in a way that that input stream is handled properly. But as we know that input stream is one way, we need to wrap around and work in the character based manner now. Now, to work around in the character based manner, we first we need to wrap around input stream to the input stream reader. That input stream reader will create the character based input from the system.in, and that is read in a buffered manner through the buffered reader. So how do we work ahead? The system.in is an object of the input stream. We wrap around that in the input stream reader. We create a new input stream while passing the object of input stream. So by this definition, we have created an object of input stream reader through the input stream object, that is system.in, and now we are creating a buffered reader in which constructor we are passing an object of input stream reader. So when we are reading through that variable br, actually we are reading in a buffered manner, and that buffered manner also in the character based stream we are reading. So that's how we are reading from the console, and that makes it far more easier for us and more efficient. Now we are reading in a character based manner, and also we are reading in a buffered manner. That means after a portion that has been buffered, then we are doing. So it is much more optimized reading now. When we want to read characters or string, we generally use the method read and read line. These are defined in the buffered reader class, where we have the read method. These read method throw IO exception, and as you know that IO exception is a checked exception, where if you are not catching that exception, or if you are not in the method you are saying that throws that IO exception, they will not be allowed to work in the JVM. So now we can directly use either read or read line. The read will allow us to read a character, and read line will allow us to read in the form of a string. They are again the methods of buffered reader. In the similar manner, we can also print in the to the console as well. We've already seen print and println methods. They're also defined in print stream. But when we are dealing specifically with this method system.out, we can also use write method, which is a low level implementation. But we generally will not use write method because it is not a very optimized way of using, and it is a bit more cumbersome to use it. So what do we use for writing with the console? We generally use the PrintWriter class. This is one of the character based classes, PrintWriter. As you know that the writer and reader are character based stream classes, and PrintWriter is one which prints in the character based manner. Now we want to print on the console in an optimized manner, that is in a character based manner. So how do we create an object for it? We create a PrintWriter where we are passing the output stream object, and when we are saying that we want to flush, that as soon as we want to print, it should be printed onto the screen. Now, even if that object that we are passing as an object of output stream does not primarily have is of a simple type, the toString method is by default called. So we create an object of PrintWriter, and in that we pass an object of output stream. So we have seen that system is a class which has a variable called out, which is of type output stream, that is public static. And we can directly use that system.out, and we pass that output stream object uh, to the constructor of PrintWriter, where we are using uh, that that uh, that object to directly print to the screen, and then we can use more and more. Let's see in the next few.